In the quiet of your mind, a spark begins to glow. A world awaits inside you, with stories yet to show. You are the dreamer, the maker, the one who holds the key. Unleash your vision, set your spirit free. Dream, believe, and write your truth. Every word you speak, every page you move. The world is waiting for the light you bring. A masterpiece from your heart takes wing.
Hello, everyone. We are here again.
Hello. I didn't think I was going to make it. I was at the studio today. We had callbacks for the feature film. So we had the people who were being considered come back in to see how they are against each other. Yeah. And then we had, of course, because it was a whole bunch of dudes. I'm always Smurfette. I'm always the only girl. And it was a bunch of dudes. As soon as they get together and talking about, oh, we want to do this and we want to do that, the money come up and they start talking about money.
Oh, boy, of course.
And so I was like, we going to table this to the official meeting.
Right.
And then, then we'll talk about it. But yeah, it's going to be a pretty penny to put it together, but it's still not, it's still doable. It is 5 of us.
True.
I'm excited about that. And then they had a microfilm, which I'm sure Mark will be sending you BTS because he started that before I even left.
Oh, cool. I'll keep an eye out.
He'll be sending you a bunch of that. And they actually should be done by now. But I didn't stay for that because I needed to get home. I'm not feeling good. What's new? And I was trying to sit it out a little bit. And I was like, I'm not going to be able to do the live stream tonight, like I said. And I said, but you're sitting here working. You don't feel good, but you're working. So you might as well just go on and sound bad. People are used to you by now.
Yeah, you don't sound bad. We don't know.
And so I'm doing a shoot on Monday. Girl, I have a shoot. I am acting in it. I wrote it. I'm acting in it. I'm doing it for a couple reasons. For my channel, number one, because it's about like the demons that haunt you as a writer. And then it's part of the KTL challenge, the Kick the Ladder challenge. So I have to clone myself 5 times.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, it's gonna be crazy, but I got a good crew. And but it also still has to be 60 seconds.
Okay.
So
I mean, that's doable.
Yeah. It for you people who write short really well, yeah. But now I did luck out with the concept of this. It's just me and all of my other me's.
Yeah, cool.
So yeah, I can't wait to finish it. Which, like I said, I'm shooting that on Monday. I'm editing it on Tuesday and Wednesday. And the reason why it's going to take me 2 days instead of 2 hours is because I've never had to do masking before in editing. So we'll see how that goes. So what I'm doing tonight, all that to say, is I'm putting my storyboard together.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So yeah, it's weird writing the description of me over and over and over and over again. me with pink hair, me with blonde hair, me with this, me with that. What are you doing tonight?
I am in the middle of editing my book review video for tomorrow that comes out on my YouTube channel, and just messing with my newsletter touch-ups to make sure, since it goes out on Monday, make sure all the links, checking all the links again. Plus, I had some new readers come in to yesterday, so I have to add them to the audience before I send that out Monday. So I'll just be doing some admin stuff and technically, I guess the book reviews, I wrote the review already. The video's ready, but I need to uh, edit the audio and then put it into the video and then check it with the back picture runs and all that stuff. So that's what I'll be working on.
You're right. So you're doing all of the business end of the business.
Yeah, for unless I'm not technically writing anything tonight. But since I'm not doing my big move right now,
well, that's a blessing.
Yeah, it is. It's just I have more time to prepare, more or less, so 6 months before. So it kind of like
it's the respect you should have got to begin with.
Right. If that could have been established before all the other things.
Your home right now.
Right. Yeah.
You be buying your home right now.
Yeah, that would be nice.
No, we're not doing that. No. What? No, hold on. I'm not even kidding. I ain't playing with them. Hold on. What you got to say? That's what I thought.
Like, that's what I thought.
But you gotta talk over everything you're saying.
I know. I had so much going on because of that move when I was supposed to be moving, and then trying to. Now I reported the one real estate company.
Good.
And my clients, I have Kelly, and then Maria, and then she called me with a round table last night. She's so funny. So Kelly, Maria, and then another realtor that Kelly knows. I'm sure they was probably drinking wine too. And they called me and they were like, because they said something got to be done about this, you know.
Exactly.
And I was like, right, I know, but Kelly, Maria, and her other friend, I'm like, this is something Black people have to live with. I'm sad to say, something we have lived with in this country since forever. And I said, it's happened.
And people really don't believe it. Like that. Oh, you're just whining. You're just
right. We're victims and stuff like that. You think we want to like people to bother us? You think we don't just want to live like everybody else? That's not the case.
That are still out.
Right. That makes no sense.
Still out. I'm gonna be like, yeah. Every time I go outside, I find diamonds.
Right. Like something. Right.
I'm not gonna make your racism my story.
Right. Exactly. Like, how would that help me? It wouldn't. So, and she's like, I reported it to HUD, and they have another one. They said that I should report it to. And I said, yeah, I will. But I think anything come of it? No, I don't. And my only thing I would want to come of it would be for it not to happen to the next person. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to keep my head up and move on.
You're better than me, because what I want to come of it is that house sit for so long.
Oh, it will anyway, because it was already 50-something days.
They lose so much money. And then just when they're about to fall under, they remember they could have rented it to you.
Yeah.
Not be in that trouble.
Yeah, and people out here like pretending that they want to rent their house.
Somebody else.
Yeah.
I put it this way. It's the same thing I say to people. If you didn't mean me any harm, then I don't wish you none.
All right, sure does.
You meant me harm. I hope you get everything that you wanted for me back.
That's true.
So I hope you loved me and you get love back.
Right. I agree with that 100. So yeah, I just try and deal with that type of bull crap. So I still need to put in the complaint at the other place that they said. But just like when the EMT was being racist to me and my family, instead of trying to get me to the hospital in my life, we put in a complaint for them. And then of course the person that she told, for the place to put the complaint in for, he was like, well, we don't call you back and let you know what happened. So like, okay, that's fine. But do you expect anything to happen? No, I don't. And in the current climate, do we really expect anything to happen? No, I don't.
No.
That's sad to say. I don't.
I would go a little bit higher than the people they say to connect to, though. Because I would make sure when nothing happened to him, he recognized that he can't just do what he want to do to people, because there are people who will fight.
Well, we didn't go the route that they wanted. We went above their head. And there's the woman who handles, she's at Johns Hopkins, and she doesn't really play, the guy says. So he said that she will be handling it, and she knows when you are lying to her. Is what he said. He said we just don't make a habit of calling the people back who had to file a complaint to let them know what happened. Blah blah blah. But I was like, that's whatever. I'm not really calling to nowhere for that. We just don't want. I just don't want anybody else to die. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because of neglect, it's not warranted.
Johns Hopkins saved my life.
Yeah, so that made me feel good that she at least worked there. But you never know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, girl,
I don't know.
It smells good in here.
I know this freaking incense.
They, like, long story short, when I tried to get insurance through the state,
and
they penalize you for not being a drug addict and not being a teenage mom and all those other things, which, do not get me wrong, anybody out there who is hearing this, I think those things should be in place to help people.
Of course.
I really mean that to the core of my being. But my only sin was that at that time I was poor.
Yeah.
And I didn't fall into no categories. I still made too much money for help.
Supposedly.
And yet me and my child were eating 3 days a week. So I applied, for help here and there and never got it.
Which is the crazy thing, because Kennedy made all those programs for the working poor.
Mm-hmm.
Not for them to try to get people to be stuck on a system that they can never get out of once they put them in it. Mm-hmm. It's supposed to help the working poor, but then they tell you, oh, you make you make like $50 too much.
Oh man,
crazy stuff like that.
You made extra last week.
Right? Because my mom tried to get help when my dad got real sick, and he had made a lot of money, but we lost everything when he got sick. Couldn't afford anything because she was a stay-at-home mom. And then she tried to get help at one point. It didn't. Of course, nothing came of it. She tried to get help, and they told her, well, sell your vehicle.
Girl, and they good for that.
Yeah, sell your vehicle. She's like, what are you talking about? How would that help us for like a minute? Like to eat for a couple of weeks.
For a minute.
Like, and be for real, dude.
Here's what happened to me, though. I broke down. I applied for food benefits. I'll never forget this. And it was in December. And the only reason I remembered it because it was close to Christmas. And they denied me.
Crazy.
And I had been out of work for 2 months, 60 days. And I have gone through all my savings. The only bill I had that was paid is my rent. Because again, a girl just don't play.
Yeah.
So all my bills were like getting ready to fall behind because I ran out of all my savings, ran out of whatever I had. I actually cashed in my 401k, which hurt me to my heart because you lose a lot of your money.
They keep that. Yeah.
But I did not have a choice. I mean, that's one thing that still hurts to my heart. But I did it because I was willing to do anything than to ask for help. But at the same time, when I got to where I needed to ask, I did.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I walked into that place knowing I was the lowest that I had been. And they denied me. They said I made too much money prior, like for 3 months. But even though 2 of those months I was out of work. And so now I didn't think anything of it as far as somebody made a mistake, somebody was wrong, somebody was trying to hurt me. I felt like I missed it. I missed the window. I'm screwed still. Right? Yeah. I just walk away. Well, I'm back at work in January. Thank the gods. I'm back at work. Things are good. I'm making really good money. Like I'm bringing home $500 a week. So I forgot how much I was making, but I have made that much before, but never brought that much home.
Right.
And I get a letter from social services saying that I need to come in to because I live in Dundalk, but they said come to the Essex office, and which I've never lived in Essex, so I'm thinking something is up. And they said come to the Essex office, and because they did an audit on the Dundalk office, and supposedly I have benefits due to me. So I go in. I literally take the morning off, and I go in, and I'm like, listen, I just want to tell you before y'all go there, I am working. I do not need, I don't need the benefits now, but thank you.
Right.
Everybody got fired down to the receptionist.
Gee, what the?
That's why I had to go to Essex.
That's crazy.
Everybody got fired. And the woman told me, she said, mm-mm. She said, it don't work like that. The fact that you were due this money, well, it wasn't money, it was food benefits. You were supposed to get this back then.
They was just stealing and keeping.
So since you qualified for it, and you would have qualified for 6 months until you would have came back in to do the redetermination, which you would not have qualified for because you were back at work, you still owed that 6 months.
Oh.
And so I told her again. I said, oh, whoa, wait a minute. I ain't trying to get in trouble. I broke down all the money I had made, what I had, the whole nine. And she said, nope.
That don't matter. It's about the time you would have had it.
Right. She said, this is owed to you. You would have gotten it had they done their job.
That's crazy.
And when she said it like that, I was like, me and my baby wouldn't have had to been hungry. I wouldn't have had to let him, or, let him stay with my parents because we didn't have anything. And I didn't want them to know that. That's why I say, can he spend a night there a couple days? So that my son could eat.
Crazy, dude.
And then I would go stay at a friend's or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Anyway. And so she gave me, like, it's a card that you get.
Right, yeah, the card.
They didn't used to do the card. They used to do paper stamps.
Yeah.
So she was telling me how to do the card, blah, 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 what I had to do. And I kept looking. I said, well, how much did I get? I don't remember the amount.
Must have been a lot at 6 months worth.
It was like, let's say it was $200 a month.
Yeah.
And so she gave me $1,200. It was more than that, actually, more than 200. But I don't feel like doing math. So let's say it was $1,200 that I didn't need.
Well, you can always use money for food, so you can save the money you use for food.
I started crying. And I was like, I don't even know where to begin. And my first thought, I said, well, I guess I could stock up. You know how people get those deep freezers and stuff?
Yeah.
I called every last one of my friends. And I said, I want to give everybody $100. We're going shopping. And I gave more than half of that money away. Because I really didn't need it. And I would have felt too greedy to have $500 cash in my hand from work. And then these food benefits that I needed back when I asked for.
That's extremely nice of you, generous of you. However, what you could have done is the money that you've been sending on groceries, save it, and then use that card.
I know.
I'm just saying, I know you looking out for others. But
I don't have a regret.
No, of course not.
As far as doing it, but I wish someone had made that mistake right now because of all the stuff I have been recently going through.
Exactly.
And then, quote unquote, not having those same friend look out for me the way I looked out for them.
That's usually how that works, isn't it?
We're not gonna go there, but I did what my heart told me to do. I'm telling you, I felt it. My heart said,
and that was good if you
buy food, buy people food, buy people food, buy people food, and I bought maybe like $300 worth of food, and it was like non-perishables that I didn't have to worry about forever because I knew I could buy groceries every week. But anyway, I did that, and I never forget that. But I said all that to say, back to Johns Hopkins, the same thing happened with Johns Hopkins.
And I know your healthcare. That turned out well.
That was crazy because my whole life, they said I should have been getting help. I wouldn't be dying now had they done what they were supposed to do back then.
Crazy.
None of my diseases would have progressed to the level that they are had they done what they were supposed to do back then. So Johns Hopkins lawyers fought the state of Maryland and won.
Nice.
Yeah. So nobody, like, I know people have their great gripes and whatever about Johns Hopkins.
I mean, that's pretty much, you can have that about any hospital, so that's neither here nor there.
No one could say anything to me because they saved my life.
Right.
And at least, like, I would have been dead a long time ago. Like, they prolonged, and gave me some, quality of living. So I'm not just here suffering 1,000% of the time. I mean, there's no getting around my issues. My issues are going to kill me. Let's be real. But I'd have already been gone had it not been for them.
Yeah, that's true. Listen to your birds.
Yeah, I'm trying to ignore them.
They was like, what? What happened? What?
They ain't worrying about me. Mama, we want some more crack is what they want.
I bet they did.
Come here. Come out and say hi. Yo, you not gonna come out?
He said, nah.
You coming?
That sounds like an issue.
You coming? Oh, you anti? Then shut the fuck up.
I can't do it. It's fine.
So, yeah. So we can start within like 4 minutes. What is that noise? Is that you?
That'd be my phone vibrating.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what did I click now?
Too funny.
I've had a tiring week, but tiring in a good way. Lots of work going on, lots of stuff going on at the studio.
Yeah. Lot to do. I know that.
Oh, remind me to send you the video that I made last week for the KTL challenge. And Wes told me to also remind you that consider doing it because you could do the KTL challenge. At first, I was like, she's in the middle of moving, so she's not going to be able to do stuff. But now you could do these. Okay. So let me tell you what this week's challenge is. This week's challenge is you have to do 3 locations. Okay. But they all have to be on tripod. The camera can't move. You can't move the camera. Okay. So yeah, it's just basically on sticks, the way we do stuff anyway. It still has to be 60 seconds, but it could be anything you want. Because last friggin' week, the challenge was 2 words, and you had to recreate a scene from a movie.
That's interesting.
You know what scene I recreated?
I don't know.
Psycho shower scene. Psycho shower scene. So I called my boy Jeremy up, and I said, Jeremy, I need your help. I want to try to shoot this really short film. Blah blah. It only take us about an hour. And he's like, I don't know. I don't feel. I said, look, you get to repeatedly stab me to death until I bleed out. He said, what time you need me? Yeah. I'll be right there.
Yeah, well, funny.
He got 2 into it.
Everybody scream.
No, like
stabbing their moms.
Where I'm telling him because I got a prop knife so it retracts.
Right, yeah.
And so I got the knife and he's like, yeah, die, like, and I'm like, and he's not supposed to say nothing.
I know.
And I'm like, Jeremy, wait a minute, stop. Like if I showed you the outtake,
y'all stupid.
And I call him everything but a child of God because I'm like about to fall in this damn slippery ass bathtub, and he is just trying. He is killing me. And I'm like, stop! I said, stop! Cut, boy, cut! Don't you?
You act the wrong damn person.
And you know, like the killer in Psycho was the son. It was Norman,
of course,
but it's made to be like it's the mother. So he had to dress up like the mother. So I put Jeremy in one of my wigs and a dress. Girl, he picked up his dress and he was like, yeah, let's do this. But he came in the door with the chocolate syrup. He was ready.
He's so stupid.
Girl, I'm gonna have to put some outtakes together because he just brutalized me. I was for real fighting him.
Y'all dumb. I can't. All right, so if it's like three, all right, what, 3 different locations?
So this one, this week's challenge is 3 locations.
Okay.
It's always 60 seconds or less. That don't change. 3 locations, one, and the camera have to be still. Have to be. Yeah. You can't do any pans and tilts or none of that. The camera have to be on sticks. Okay. And so I was like, yes. And so that's when I wrote this story. I'm gonna send you a copy of the story. I wrote My Many Me's.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna send it to you when we go into the sprint. What time is it? Oh, right now we need to go to the sprint.
All right,
We
it's
need
up
it
on.
back
You can add it
at
to
30.
the. You can add it to the stream. It's right there. The timer.
Yeah, I see it.
Boop. Okay. I
That's
will
it,
play
right?
it. That's it. I will play it.
All right, I'm gonna send it to you on Messenger, so I'll be there in a minute.
Okay. All right, everybody. Happy writing, and let us know what you're working on
Let
in
us
the
know what
chat.
you're working on. Yeah,
If
I
you
see
get
y'all
this,
out there, y'all lurking, but y'all not talking. That's fine.
if you catch it on replay, you can always let us know in the comments. So, all right.
True.
Happy writing. And that's time.
I looked up and I saw it was 11 seconds left. I said, "Oh, good timing." I was having some issues. I'm about to draw this whole storyboard. Okay.
Uh-oh. Okay.
I ain't got time for that. It's 21 different shots.
Oh
So
my.
I don't really feel like doing that. But yeah, I was getting a little frustrated.
Oh boy. I read it. Felt like it'd be fun. I was laughing.
It's funnier to see than to read, but yeah.
I have a good imagination. I do skits. It's almost like a skit. I done that one where I was talking to myself, but I was somebody else. So
Yeah.
yeah, I thought about doing one of those for the kick the letter. I could do because I've been wanting
I'm
to
telling
record
you,
one.
you definitely my plan for the majority of the KTLs that I do
Yeah.
is to use Minx Kenosha,
Yeah.
her persona,
Yeah.
and just have like a running thing with her, like a little episodic thing. Whatever the challenge is, she is going to do it.
That's cool.
Instead of
Yeah.
me trying to come up with stuff.
Sure. I thought about start doing short horror films like on my channel. There's a guy that I watch on
Mhm.
YouTube who does that. His name is Spencer, and he does like little short horrors. This like a creature thing that he does. Like it gets him in his house all the time.
Oh my
Like,
God, that would
only
be great.
only scenes he does is like it's in his laundry room, which is in a terrible, scary looking basement. And his house up in the upper part of his house usually is just like it's silent too. He has no voiceover. And he has like the words come on the screen sometimes, or is no words at all. Because when he's having a conversation with his brother, who's just him, and then the creature gets one of them or something, and it's always like jump scare style stuff. So I was like, I should do like some just me doing like scary like short films or like
You
his
really
things are
should
like
do
30
that. That would
seconds.
be so much fun. Like in addition to the channel.
Yeah.
Now, because it's you, I would watch that.
That's fun.
Not that I trust you.
Yeah.
Because
But
I
yeah,
know
I
you
thought
going
about
to do
writing some out. I thought that would be kind of funny, and I could actually Shido could help me because he does like he used to try to scare us with like wigs and stuff. And we got a
Yeah.
video of Feora. She was and we I was recording on my phone, and he had like got a wig and like this a cloak thing, and he was like messing around out in the hallway, and she ran in my room, and we were listening to K-pop that day. He ran in my room and was like, because he was out there being funny. And then I was recording it because she came and she said, and sat on my lap. And she was looking out the hall and he had all the lights out there.
Oh my
And,
Lord.
and she was in here and I always kept my lights down here except for my green lights. So that's
Hmm.
all it was on. And she was over here, but she left the door open because she needed to see where he was at. I was like, girl, that's not a good idea. But she did. And then he stuck his head around. He's like, Feora, like that,
Oh
right?
no, no, no. I'd have kicked him to death.
Right? And he looked around the corner, but she wasn't looking at the doorway. And then
Mhm.
when she looks at the doorway, it's just his head around the corner. And she's like, if she sees him, she goes, ah! Like,
No,
and
her brain was like, that does not compute.
then he runs away, and she never saw him tear out of the stuff. So she was upstairs looking, like, where's that person at? And we was like, we don't know.
Oh my Lord. She gonna get
So
y'all watch.
yeah, so
She gonna give y'all a jump scare.
yeah. So I was thinking about doing that, and he could help me with it. I thought about it because it's
See,
funny.
now that would be great. See, if Jerry lived here,
Mm-hmm.
we be clowns.
I know.
We be doing everything. I would kill him back. Just to be
Too
clear.
funny. Let's
So I'm
see
gonna
what
say, hey Tanya.
Tanya's writing around. It's a romance thriller, the short story that she finished, about a girl moving away from home to go to vet school, and is followed by a guy, a sexy cowboy. Oh, she
Oh shit.
doesn't know if he's following her or a fluke. And then she got another comment too.
Okay now. I take a sexy cowboy in my story that's in the anthology, the erotic anthology that we wrote. My story is a western because
Yeah.
I did. Wait a minute, it's western. It was something else.
She got another part of the comment too. It's the second one. Turns out he was hired by her overprotective father to be a bodyguard. Oh, okay.
Okay,
That's
I can
interesting.
handle that.
All right, let's go.
So give me look. I'll take a cowboy.
Right. You phone, I can't.
but speaking of, would you like to talk a little bit without giving too much away of your story that's in the anthology?
Yeah, I mean, I can.
Because I like the thing that I love about our anthology is everybody had to do erotica.
Yep.
And everybody had to do some kind of goddess twist.
Yes.
But then the second subgenre was on at whatever people came up with. And everybody, they came to town. Like, obviously, I did Western.
Yes.
And Miss Dannette here, I wonder what she did. Could it have possibly been horror?
Well, I would have to do horror, dark fantasy, or paranormal, something like that. But the main one that I would talk about is the erotica horror. And that one was based off a god in Native American, because I'm Native American, so of course that's where I went. Native American like history and mythos. So I took a female god from that perspective. She's like a spider. She's actually like a spider god. And so I took that and I mixed it with Rapunzel.
Right.
And by taking it with those two elements,
and fucked my head up.
Yeah, and it's erotic horror, so there's some sex scenes in it. I guess you want to call there's some romances, more dark romance elements as well. So you can imagine that the tower is in the story and that men are lured there. So it's a twisted part of it and not just like, oh, the prince came and climbed her hair. So it's more of a twisted part that there's multiple different men over time and time being lured there by her scent. And so it gets pretty twisted. I don't want to give too much away, but there's some
enough. That's enough.
Yeah, there's some deaths in there.
Rapunzel. You have Rapunzel.
Yeah. That's the twist on it, yeah.
Yeah, I did Greek pantheon.
Yeah.
But you gotta dig deep. You gotta really be paying attention.
Sure.
Because I wanted to do I did Greek names, but I did Bible creation story.
All right.
So I went in. So
yeah, this anthology is gonna be cool. I can't wait to share it with everybody.
And I am telling you, some people, and I like the flame levels too, because some people set the book on fire.
Yep.
And some people did two flames, but trust me, the heat levels does not mean that there's lower heat. It's just different heat. So you'll get somebody describing the passion and then he brushed against my this, that, and the third. Then you get the people who's using the hardcore. Oh yeah, he did that thing.
yeah, it can go at different levels. So you ought to get taken. Now, erotic horror, I will warn people: if you are not into like really twisted sex scenes, then erotic horror wouldn't be for you. There's going to be a lot of
that's the other beautiful thing about this anthology too.
Yeah.
Because every chapter is a different author, but it's treated like a different, you just walked into a different novel. So you're getting the information that you would get if you were reading the blurb on the back for the story. And if you really feel like something, like if you like, I don't think I'm gonna go for this space opera fantasy one, because girl, somebody went to town.
They really did.
And was like, I'm like, are they in the like Milky Way?
What's
like somebody went to town on their story. I cannot divulge.
Yeah.
And if you look at that and say that's not me, then you can skip right past that.
True, you got a lot of options. Everybody, something for everybody.
I am so proud of us, and I cannot wait. I'm still stuck on the order to put everything in. And I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do like the swell. So the shorter ones at the beginning and the end,
Yep.
And then the medium ones, right after the beginning and right before the end, and the longer ones in the middle. Like
Excellent.
I'm thinking I'm gonna peak up and peak down that way to let people breathe.
Right.
So what's that say?
That sounds steamy. I would read it when I was talking about the erotic horror. I'm like, if
See.
you're ready for erotic horror, then yeah, I'd say give it a go.
Hey, I'm just
You gotta be ready for it.
you gotta be ready.
But one of the beta readers
But
was like,
it's some yeah, one of the beta readers couldn't handle it, but the beautiful thing is she knew ahead of time what it was.
And then another beta reader loved it and was like,
yeah, one of the beta readers wanted like a whole series of that. I personally think therapy might have been in order if you want a whole series. But I can't help it. I'm so proud of everybody. And I'm so glad we finally get to put it out.
Right. That's going to be great.
Finally get to put it out.
I'm excited.
It's not going to have a big, giant Kickstarter send-off or nothing like that. It's getting a modest Kickstarter send-off just so it can get out there and get to people. Yeah. And if it blows up in any kind of way, then we could do something really special for it.
True.
But my publishing house, which I'm so proud of too, is funding it, which means, I'm poor. So we're putting a lot into it. We put a lot of time into it. I'm just very proud of the writers. Very proud.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
I think there's a Persephone Hades story in there that I was like, I'm getting it, because you won't necessarily know ahead of time. You know what we just said because we told you.
Yeah.
But you won't necessarily know which story you're in. It'll give itself away as you read.
I was sharing Cagliostro for her since she said dark fantasy is awesome. I said, well, check out Cagliostro if you ever get a chance, because that's my dark fantasy novel. It's a series though, so book 1 is out. So, but it's been getting good reviews, so people seem to really be into it. So check it out when you got time. I think the ebook is
fantasy. $3.99. I love dark fantasy, but I like romantic, paranormal, erotic fantasy stuff.
Yeah, I would say that Cagliostro is quite layered because it's romance and the dark fantasy, and the world is very layered. There's a lot going on with Cagliostro and Allison in there, and then of course Duncan.
Yeah,
I know you like Duncan. I know.
I do. It's so sad.
It must be the white hair and the silver eyes.
I don't know what it is. No, you know what because I love Cagliostro so much. You know what I really think it is? It's like Duncan be like, okay.
It's his personality.
But, he be like Duncan alone is really smooth and cool. Duncan dealing with Cagliostro is like, what? I have to keep this boy reined in because clearly he wouldn't function without me.
That's the way
I just like Duncan's attitude. I just like his attitude.
What do you think about with the way it transitioned from Winter Wolf, like the novella that was about Duncan? Do you think he kept his persona because he was younger? First of
all, I wasn't ready because my thoughts, because I read Cagliostro. I got to choose my words correctly because I don't want to give too much away. Obviously, I read Cagliostro first because that's what came out first.
Yeah.
And my whole thing was, in my mind, this is my headcanon, that Duncan either owed a debt to Cagliostro or he wanted to be there because he knew Cagliostro it's like, I'm not going to go nowhere. I'm going to be this person for him, even though that means I don't have my life. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I read Winter Wolf. And I was like, oh, shit.
Never mind what I said.
I was so far off, it was sad.
My goodness.
I can't lie. I like when that happens.
Yeah.
What? I love, because very, very, very rarely, and this is not a brag, it's just the truth. Very rarely are you going to tell me a story or I'm going to watch a story. Even if I enjoy the story, I still figure out stuff.
Yeah, right? Me too. Yeah.
So very rarely
you get me. You get me.
And so,
girl, you're not ready for the rest of the story. Let's
so
do
I
some
was
stuff you want
like,
you have no idea.
I was like, what? And the Cagliostro when okay, I'm not saying, but when let's just say Winter Wolf show up to keep things straight. I can't talk about it because I can't think of the right words. But yeah. Now after reading Winter Wolf, that last part also make a hell of a lot of sense. Not that it didn't make sense, I just went in a different avenue with it. Now ask me about them fucking worm things.
What worm things? I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm.
Daggeroos or daggeroo worms?
Dagger anything. The
Yeah,
whole
got all the
species.
the whole species of daggeroo. Well, there's a story behind the daggeroo, which is one of my short horrors is in the anthology that I'm going to release. You'll like that one because it tells you all about the daggeroo, how they came to be.
I'm good.
Are we doing another start tonight?
Okay, I'm hoping that this isn't too much of a spoiler, but literally the very beginning, not when the Dago showed up, but the very beginning with Allison, that scared the shit out of me. But that's
that everything scared you.
Yeah, but that's my personal ism. Because it's like, oh, is something about to grab her down there? Because nah, fuck that. Like I don't play bodies of live water. I don't trust Danny.
Yeah, you should trust me because you know I'm gonna be out for trying to scare you.
My son told me that he after reading anything that I have written, he needs therapy. He was gonna go tell Oprah Winfrey on me. And have explain to her the reason why he's so messed up is because his mother writes weird stuff. I'm like, dude, I don't even know. How are you really related to me? I still don't know. If he didn't look like me, I'd be like, yeah. And my little mini me, my little Persephone, she is definitely me. But she just me on crack. Literally.
Yeah, like, she look like you too.
She me on crack times 10. God only knows what she gonna write when she gets older. Hold on. You couldn't have dropped again. You couldn't have. It did. I don't think I should do another sprint. I think I need to go take care of this.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you, were we not doing another one? So okay, we'll just wrap up.
I am going to probably finish writing something, but I need to make a call because my blood sugar dropped way too low.
Okay, yeah, you take care.
I've done everything that they told me to do.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you should do that. I did finish my editing for my book review video. Tomorrow comes out. So.
Well, yeah. I don't even know what I was getting ready to think. That hasn't been that low in a long time. Tanya, thank you. I don't know if it's pronounced Tanya or Tanya because I see people with the A and still say Tan, which also makes sense. But thank you so much for coming and hanging. I'll be back again next Saturday. I don't think Saturday is going to be my permanent day. I think I'm going to move my day to Monday.
Yeah.
But for right now, because Thursdays we have films that are going on this month, I had to move my normal Thursday to Saturday. So we'll see. Because so far it's working. It's Tanya. Is that an A?
Tanya, yeah. Tanya.
Okay. Awesome. So please come back. Please come back and keep us posted as to all like what you're writing about, what you're doing. We have 4 more weeks of the challenge.
Yeah, I believe it's 4 weeks left.
And then we're gonna let like the the autumn and winter holidays just give us a break, and then we'll start back again with the challenge. And if you want to, we'll let you be an honorary goddess, and you can come on with us.
Yep, we name everybody.
People get nervous because it's 4 of us, and we just interchange and stuff like that.
Yep, we do.
So, yeah, I got to finish this storyboard. I don't have to finish it tonight So I'm going to make some calls and see if I need to do anything different than what I'm doing, and call it a night.
I put the closing up in the stream. You can add it anytime. Oops,
okay, cool. You know what? I gotta record this because I wrote this song. The song that's going to play. I wrote the song and then I picked the voice that sounded the closest to me. And I actually fooled my kids. They thought it was me. But I'm going to really record this and put it up on my channel. So good night, everybody. And like I said, Tanya, please, you are always welcome. I want to hear more about your story.
Yeah, the next time. Let me roll this back to the start. You just got to take the last comment down because it's covering part of it.
Okay.
All right. See you, everybody.
All right. Bye. See you next week.
Bye.
In the quiet of your mind, a spark begins to glow. A world awaits inside you, with stories yet to show. You are the dreamer, the maker, the one who holds the key. Unleash your vision, set your spirit free. Dream, believe, and write your truth. Every word you speak, every page you move. The world is waiting for the light you bring. A masterpiece from your heart takes wing.